Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call halal YAHAWAH.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE, teaching will. Peace and salutations be to elect. Alright, we're coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going into idolatry. Okay? Because you want to flee from idolatry. That's one of the greatest sins that you could possibly commit, you know, while being in these fleshly bodies. Alright, because we do know that we have one power to serve, and that's Yahawah, in the name of his son, YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
Okay, so this lesson is going to be, it ain't going to be too long. We're going to get right to the point. And I got the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, and verse 9. They that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit. They are their own witnesses. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. Who hath formed a god or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? So these gods that you're forming, okay, and it can be any god, man. You can idolize an object. You can idolize something, or you can idolize a person. You can idolize something that you love doing the most. Okay, if you put these things before YAHAWASHI, it becomes idolatry, man. You know, we got works and labors that we must contribute to YAHAWASHI, which cause we made a living sacrifice. You got a living sacrifice with your. It says, behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are of men. Okay, because the workmen, you gotta understand something. How can these things be gods or be worshipped as a god if they're being created by the hands of men? So that means they are less than man. You know, if they were created by men, that makes them less than man. But somehow men continue to bow down and to worship it. You know, even though they were made in the fucking warehouse. It says, they are of men, let them all be gathered together, let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. You're going to be ashamed together because when YAHAWASHI actually comes, when YAHAWASHI pulls up, that's when you're going to realize there's actually only one power, man. And you've been serving the wrong one.
That's right.
All right, and you're going to feel shitty for the things all the things you put before YAHAWASHI, man.
Yep, and if I may add, man, you know, the Lord is a jealous power, man. So when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, will go into these other, go into just idolizing and adultery, okay, that's an offense to YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, that's like a slap in the face to your, like when you look at the terms like a father, man, and you go to to your next door neighbor and you say, you call him father, that's a slap in the face, man, for the one that has given you, brought you into this world, man. You see, how much more for the Heavenly Father, okay, the Father of spirits, man, who has chosen us to be a peculiar people to himself, which he sees us as apple of his eye, man. So that would be like a slap in the face when Jake will turn into going into these idols and idolizing these certain things and worshiping these things. You know, for a prime example, like when they worship themselves in this place, man. You know, these birthdays, these wicked pagan holidays. We got October coming up, the month of October coming up, where amongst these people get together and they start, celebrating the, what is it, Halloween?
Yep, conjuring up demons and
conjuring up demons. Okay, because what is it? The lifestyle of this place is based off wickedness, man. And in the midst of it, you have what the brothers going into it. You know, where Jake idolatry,
sacrificing to
their gods. You know, and hey, on Halloween, just to mention, in the Halloween situation, you got Esau doing all kinds of wicked things, man. You know, all kinds of sacrifices. Okay, all kinds of rituals. All right, these things is what our people take heed to instead of the counsel of YAHAWASHI. You know, so they're indulging into idolatry, man. All right, with anything and everything, Buddhism, you got the Muslim shit, all this shit, man.
Yep.
You know, all of it's complete folly, man, foolishness, and ultimately disrespect and disobedience to YAHAWASHI, man. You know, and like I said, the Lord's a jealous power, and because of that, when you see these things, he'll put your ass to death.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yep.
During the sacrifice book of show.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of YAHAWASHI, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So we're presenting our bodies to be a living sacrifice. And to present your bodies to be a living sacrifice, you got to be present. Present where? Here in the work of the Lord. You know, the scriptures say, abide in the work of the Lord, man. Okay, so we gotta, sacrifice our bodies to YAHAWASHI, and that's exactly why 2/3 are they're gonna catch judgment, taste of that hellfire. It's because they're going to be. It's ultimately because of idolatry.
Right.
They're putting themselves before YAHAWASHI, so they idolize themselves, man. There's only two things you can satisfy on this earth. It's either the Lord YAHAWASHI or yourself.
Yeah. And well, you have it's lucky. You have where they got this book. It's a satanic book. Okay. Where in that satanic book, where the biggest ritual or wicked thing you could do is celebrate yourself.
Mm-hmm. Your birthday. Yo.
You see, and that's like, that's ultimate, like asking yourself to be destroyed.
Yeah.
All right, from YAHAWASHI, man.
Yeah.
And you see why a lot of people die on the day of their birth, or they die from celebrating these things because what? You're worshiping yourself instead of YAHAWASHI, man. And the Lord take you out, man. The Lord say He killeth, He maketh alive. He wounded, He healed. Okay? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. YAHAWASHI, man. All right? It's like you go ahead.
You finish it up.
So being so, it's better to present your body a living sacrifice as brothers do, daily to the best of their ability, man.
Yeah, because you're sacrificing yourself to something, believe it or not, man.
Mm-hmm.
While you're here on earth, you are sacrificing yourself to something, whether it be your job, whether it be to YAHAWASHI, whether it be to Satan, okay, whether it be to your best friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck. You're sacrificing yourself to something because that's what you're giving your time to. All right, and this is a sacrifice because you put our hard working time into what? Serving the Lord, YAHAWASHI. We could be doing anything right now, man. Me and the brother had off today. Probably the only day we had off, man.
Right.
And we out here. Okay, we ain't out there looking for ass cheeks. Okay, we ain't out there in the club clubbing like you 2/3 niggas doing. Okay, that's idolatry to yourselves. But the very little time that we have, we give it to the Lord, man. And that's a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
These things will be accepted as like burnt offerings into the Lord. YAHAWASHI, man.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1, bringing it back. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of YAHAWASHI, that you present your body a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable.
Holy and acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be separate from what? Separate from everybody else.
Right.
Because everybody else ain't doing the right thing. Scriptures say, falling not after a multitude to do evil. So you following after the majority of the people, just to fucking meditate and marinate in they shit.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You're gonna be found shitty too, man.
Right.
Okay, because the Lord said, do His will. You got to be holy. To be separate, you got to do certain things for the Lord, man.
Right.
There's certain things you can't do to be holy. Okay, and acceptable means the Lord has to accept you as a sacrifice. But if you ain't doing the things the Lord requires you to do, He's not going to accept you as a sacrifice. It's like offering up a fucking pig on the altar, man.
Mm.
The Lord only allowed clean animals, lambs, rams, goats.
Mm.
That's what we're trying to present ourselves as, lambs, rams, and goats, man. But niggas coming and presenting themselves as swine, as mice. Okay, the Lord's not going to accept that as a sacrifice because you want to do what the fuck you want to do and idolize yourself and the things of the world. The Lord's not going to accept you, eventually do away with you, man.
Right. And America promotes the do as I will spirit, and promote heavy here as well to pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? To idolize yourself, to idolize everything. To be honest, you can go down and walk around and idolize a damn tree.
Yeah.
Idolize a damn buggy. Idolize anything, man.
As long as it's not the Lord.
As long as it's not YAHAWASHI, But it says, read up a little bit. By the mercy of YAHAWASHI, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto YAHAWASHI, which is your reasonable service.
So it says, by the mercies of YAHAWASHI. So this is a mercy, man. The fact that the Lord gave us His truth is a mercy. All right, so you have to actually utilize that to the best of your ability. The Lord gave you something, don't let it go to waste. When He comes back, He's gonna see what you did with what He gave you. Okay, and that's when He was like, what? This man had gained 10
talents.
souls, 10 talents.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, He's gonna be put in charge over 10 cities.
Mm-hmm.
A city can be and a whole continent. A city could be a whole planet, man. The whole nation, this whole nation of America, this whole country of America is considered to be a city, man. Okay, so the Lord can put you in charge over 10 planets because He has that trust for you to put you in charge of those things. Because when the Lord gave you something, you fulfilled that duty, man. Okay?
Right.
But you niggas ain't trying to fulfill the duty that the Lord gave you to fulfill. All right? You have to be careful on how you tread, man.
Right.
You know?
If you can grab the whole duty. Okay, because within knowing this, man, or the Lord has given us this time and grace to do those things that's pleasing unto Him. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, YAHAWASHI is going to destroy this place, man. All right.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
All right.
What you guys doing?
We're just doing a little podcast video. It was almost over. So
Okay.
we had a few minutes left. Is that okay if we finish that up?
Yeah, just wrap it up. But you can't stick around. It's private property.
Got you. Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a good day. Take care.
Like I was saying, so that being so, you gotta tread carefully, man. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Mm-hmm.
Fear YAHAWASHI.
They said, fear YAHAWASHI. So you have to fear the Lord, man. All the day long. Okay, go ahead.
And keep His commandments.
And keep His commandments. And part of those commandments is giving us firm instructions how to walk and be apart. Okay, that holy goes into a part too as well, a separate. It gives us instructions to how to move and maneuver in this place,
I
man.
don't even see the cameras up here. I don't know how he's seen us.
Because you got people who run over.
Fucking Edomite.
Yeah.
The Edomite that passed by here twice.
Yeah.
It says, let us hear the whole conclusion. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear YAHAWASHI and keep His commandments.
That's right. Keep His commandments, man. Read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. So we went into the present your body a living sacrifice. So we know the reasonable service. Now we know the whole duty. You see? So it's instructions given to us, man. And see, you got Jake who don't want to take that firm instruction. They don't want to take the firm reproof, all right, to acknowledge these things, all right, because there's certain things that Jake want to take liberty in instead of doing what's being given in instruction.
Yeah.
All right, and his brothers be out. We tell Jake every time, don't do this, don't do that. That's this and that's that. Simple instructions, man, through the Spirit power by Shemal Shai. As much as it was given to us, we give it to as others that's going to hear, man. You see, through the Spirit power by Shemal Shai, and a great thing to fear is that the Lord can judge your ass, man, for the things that's a part of this world. You see, and idolatry and idolizing certain things will be a great judgment that will come upon you for doing that, because of what the Lord hates those things. You see, because you're not glorifying Him. You're not giving Him praises, man. You see, once again, the Lord's a jealous power, and we want to acknowledge that, consider that, because what the Lord can make things, rough. It's probably Him right there.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about.
He definitely would stand hard, man.
Yeah.
See, but we out here, man. We're gonna go forth whether they like it or not. Go ahead, bro.
That's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay, so the Lord, that's the commandment. No other gods before you. YAHAWASHI. Imagine having a woman and she put another guy before you. Oh, I'll be right back. John needs me. What do you mean I need you? I need you here. Yeah, but John needs me. I'll help you after. That's the same thing you're doing to the Lord, man. When you idolize something. Even these celebrities can be considered idols. They're called idols. When someone says, who is your idol? They're talking about a celebrity. Okay, who do you worship? All right, and what do you do when you worship these people? You listen to their music. All right, instead of listening to their music, you're supposed to be listening to the song of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, which is the true doctrine. Okay, the Lord is singing the song all the time. All right, there's plenty of time to get to listen to that music, but Jake don't want to listen to that music. Jake don't want to bump to that. They want to bump to killing niggas and getting money and fucking your brother's bitches, man. Okay, it says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the water, or so like the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, thy power, am a jealous God.
Hey, Slaki, you think about that time when Moses, man, when he was pleading to the Lord to not, take out Jake ass for out there worshiping the damn golden calf, man. You see, Jake was out there tripping, and the Lord was like, step aside, Moses. He's gonna do away, get their ass jacked up.
Yeah.
Lord already started slaughtering a couple of their ass, man. Because what? You started doing other things that's not of YAHAWASHI. You see, and that's how, by seeing those accounts, man. That's why you gotta fear YAHAWASHI, man, because we know that it's a great and terrible thing, when the Lord goes to judging for these type of sins, man, transgressions.
The Lord say, I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. Just like you get jealous over a woman, Scripture say jealousy is the wrath of a man.
Right.
You be ready to kill a nigga and his whole family about what he did to your woman, man. But YAHAWASHI, Most High said he's jealous over you with a godly jealousy. That means it's on a whole nother level, man. Okay? And whatever you're doing down here, underneath his nose, he sees it all.
That's right.
Okay? And you're going to pay for that shit, man. It says, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay? So, whether you get it in this lifetime or not, you're going to get that judgment, man. It's going to come either here or there. But
That's
it's
right.
going to come, man.
That was it on that?
Yeah.
You got anything else? I can close it out with this one.
What you got on that?
Just about a few scriptures. Go ahead and read it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting at verse 24. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction, to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI." So woe to them that keep not the commandments of YAHAWASHI. Why? Because look, the Lord looks like he's gonna bring destruction, man. Okay, he's gonna bring destruction, man. So it's gonna be woe to you that won't keep the commandments of YAHAWASHI, man. You see? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 5, they said, "Turn ye again now, everyone from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land the Lord YAHAWASHI hath given unto you, and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt." So the Lord said he ain't gonna hurt you as long as you ain't worshiping other gods, man.
Yeah.
That's still going, yeah?
Yeah. We had 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up in a minute, right?
Yeah, it says, "And I will do you no hurt." So the Lord said, don't go after other guys, and you ain't gonna really see too much judgment going on, man. But Jake started putting things before the Lord YAHAWASHI, and what? Now we're in the predicament that we're in now, man. It says, "Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands, to your own hurt," so to your own demise. So Jake caused the situation that they're in now. Jake brought it upon their own heads, man. Because what? They continue to. A lot of Jake said they got to see it to believe it, man. All right, and when you got to see it to believe it, it's gonna be too late. By the time you see YAHAWASHI coming on and with the chariots and with the whirlwind, like a fire, okay, and all his glory, it's gonna be too late to believe in him then. Well, everybody can believe in that day, but it's gonna be too late then. Now you got to get judged for not believing in him. YAHAWASHI said, "Blessed is he that believeth on me and have not seen me." Okay, so I got this one real quick. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse.
I got a little bit more.
Start at verse 13. Oh, you got more?
Yeah, I had a little bit more of that. I just you can grab
How
it.
much more you got?
This is 2 more right here.
Go ahead. We can close out with this then.
It's back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. Says, "Woe to them that sin, woe to them that sin, and keep not my commandments," saith the Lord YAHAWASHI. Verse 25, "I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary." Verse 26, "For the Lord YAHAWASHI knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction." So the Lord knows, man. The Lord knows these things, and because the things that, Jake indulged into, all right, they do it so goddamn faithfully, bro. The Lord said he gonna, bring death and destruction upon them. You see? That's why we got Jacob's trouble, you know. So continuing,
You got to really consider where your mind is at. In order for you to know whether you're going off against the Lord or not, you have to examine thyself, man. Okay? Scripture talks about examining yourself constantly, because you never know if you're idolizing something or not. You may be idolizing a fucking video game. You know, but let's say, hey, let's do a lesson. And you turn around and fucking play a video game or some shit instead. Okay? You gotta be careful with what you're doing, how you tread. Because the Lord sees these things. He sees what you decide to do instead of doing for Him, and He's gonna judge you according to it.
right?
You know, He's gonna bring you to that judgment seat. YAHAWASHI gonna be there. You know, hey, I thought you loved me. You said you were gonna serve me. You know, I did serve you, Lord. Okay, what about this day? What about this day? What about this day? And it all leads up to you falling out, you know, and just being a nigga the entire time, man. Okay, but the Lord's gonna bring your works into judgment. He's gonna bring your works into remembrance before you. And what the scriptures say, your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. The things that you've done is gonna accuse you. Okay?
That's right. Continuing verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the YAHAWASHI shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
The Lord ain't gonna deliver you, but
Because, like, right, you know, Lord ain't gonna deliver you because of what? You have, you know, taken pleasure in, simply just being in complete avoid, you know, of what's the fear of YAHAWASHI. You see? So the Lord gonna bring that kind of destruction and leave you there, man.
Oh, that's
you
right.
see?
That's,
Come on. Yeah, you know, that's why the Lord is to be feared. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, when you look at these things, man, you know, speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man, our people, when you look at these things, man, this shit's all gonna burn, you know? This shit's gonna all burn, man. Excuse my, my French, but this is what's gonna happen, man. And the Lord's not messing around. And when you take that into account and you read in the scriptures of what the Lord's gonna ultimately do to this place that you know is Babylon the Great, okay, America, you know that it'll shake you up and want to make some adjustments, man. Okay, you know, because
so that's why the Lord say, go and cry unto the gods that you have chosen.
Yeah.
Let them deliver you on that day, because you expect the Lord to come through and save you after you've been putting something else before Him. Nah, man. Go call on that nigga you put before Him, or call on that fucking statue you made to yourself that you put before the Lord and you worship. You know. Whatever it may be, man, it's not gonna come through for you in that day. Only the Lord will.
I
gotta serve the Lord first.
I got this if you want to. It's the book of Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Starting, it says, "Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved YAHAWASHI to wrath."
That's right. So you weren't sold for your destruction. The Lord didn't put us here in America to completely destroy us, but we moved the Lord to wrath by serving what? By doing what? Serving other gods, man.
That's right.
What happens when your parents whoop your ass? They ain't gonna kill you. They're just gonna whoop your ass, and unless that's what the Lord's doing to us, is whooping our ass with a godly ass whooping.
Whoop your ass good at that.
Yep.
You know, whoop your ass good. Okay, it says, but because ye moved YAHAWASHI to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
And the Lord gave guidelines on how to not piss Him off.
That's right.
And Israel is deliberately breaking those guidelines. And it's like they're sticking a middle finger to the Lord, man. It's like they're saying, what are you going to do about it? And the scripture talks about woe unto them that say the Lord should not do good or evil. You know, He should not do anything. But hey, you're going to find out what the Lord going to do, man.
That's right.
Okay? He will not, the scripture say He will not acquit the wicked. You know, but they should not go unpunished into their graves, man.
And as well, the Lord says He's angry with the wicked all day long.
Yep.
You know, roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
Verse 7. Let's say right here. It says, "For ye provoked Him that made you by sacrificing unto devils."
So the Lord ain't put you through what you're going through for no reason. You provoked Him. All right. The scripture says, "Say not, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for He hath no need of the sinful man." In Ecclesiastes. Okay, so you can't just say, "Oh, the Lord just took me out because, man, it was just the Lord that did it. It was the Lord's will." No, He said you had no need of the sinful man, so you had to provoke him to do that.
Right. It says, Verse 7, for ye provoked him.
And
that,
the balance to that is, it is the Lord's will. Okay, that was predestined from the beginning, but the Lord put a spirit on you to provoke him. All right, just like he put a spirit on Pharaoh, he put a spirit on Esau. Okay, to provoke him because what? So all according to the Lord's will at the end of the day, and who hath resisted his will? If you can resist one demon, the Lord will send a higher level demon. But his will gonna get done at the end of the day, man. All right, that's why you want to be on your P's and Q's. You want to be doing the best you can for YAHAWASHI, making your body acceptable and holy, that living sacrifice, so that demons can't really fuck with you, man.
it says, verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to YAHAWASHI.
And time can be considered a sacrifice. You give your time to something before giving it to the Lord, you're a sacrifice to a devil. And a devil just goes into deceiver.
Hey, well, you think about it. Well, we brought out Romans chapter 12.
Yeah.
See, where we're presenting our bodies a living sacrifice to YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
So you can do it for YAHAWASHI, or you can do it for, these devils, man.
Yeah. The scriptures say ye are dead in Hamashiach. So we have died already. These bodies are not our own. The reason these bodies still got breath in them is to serve YAHAWASHI.
Well, the scripture says you were bought with the price.
There it is.
And that when in these bodies we have to glorify YAHAWASHI.
Exactly.
You see, and only the way doing that is what? Doing what he has given us, blessing us with his heavenly gift through the spirit, prayer by Shema, the faith and things like that. So it come down the line. And you see brothers are able to do the works,
Accomplish. You got to accomplish the mission.
Right.
A beautiful example is this game I'll be playing. Me and the brothers be playing actually. It's an app on our phone called Savara.io.
Yeah.
And I got a little skill trait now, and it says this is specifically for it's when your character dies fighting in the battle, okay, he gets revived for 10 more seconds, and it says it's specifically so that you can complete the mission, okay, complete the mission, all right, and then you can pass, you can succeed, but you only got that certain amount of time to do it. It's the same thing, man. We are already dead, man. Okay, but now the Lord has put the Spirit upon us. We've been born again to do what? Complete the mission. And that's all, man.
That's
but you find Jake doing everything but the fucking mission, man. You finished up on that?
Yeah, you good.
We'll wrap it up with this.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 32:13, he made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields, and he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock. The Lord was securing us, man, with resources, food, the finest food, the finest wine. Okay, the Lord is aiding us up, building us up, man. And guess what? It says butter of kine and milk of sheep, with fat of lambs and rams with the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. It says, and thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape. So you didn't have to have wine, but the Lord added wine to you too, man. That was when we had our own land. The Lord was supplying us with all the things we needed. He gave us a land full of milk and honey, which just means full of resources.
We had abundance.
Yep, abundance. You planted something and it's definitely going to grow. Okay, but not every land has that, man. It says, but Jeshurun, which is the city of peace, waxed fat and kicked. So what? Jake got spoiled. And they kicked. It says, thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook YAHAWASHI, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. So Jake waxed fat. It was being supplied, and he said, I don't even need the Lord, man. I'm good. I got food, I got wine, I'm comfortable. I don't need the Lord. What happened? You pissed the Lord off. And then what? Now you really need the Lord, because we're in a situation where we're fucking homeless, man. Okay, we're living on land that doesn't belong to us. We're paying property taxes and shit because it's not our land, man. We're in the devil's house. We're guests in the devil's house, man. Okay?
Well, enemy's territory lands, man. It's not our lands, and it's it's a reason why we ain't over there. You see, this is a prime example.
Yep. It says they provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed to devils, not to YAHAWASHI, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
Damn.
As of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful. So of YAHAWASHI who begat us, Jake is unmindful of him. Jake don't even consider. Isaiah 1:3. My people does not consider.
Yeah.
It says, and has forgotten YAHAWASHI that formed thee, And when the Lord, YAHAWASHI, saw it, he abhorred them. And the Lord had a disgust for you, man. It says, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. So they were just provoking the Lord to his face. It says, and he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. So let's see if those gods are going to deliver you. Those gods that you decided to serve besides YAHAWASHI, the Lord said, okay, you know what? I'm going to just hide my face for them. Let's see where they end up at. And this is where the fuck we at.
Damn.
It says, for they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. Alright, there you have it, man. So the Lord say what? You want to go and serve strange gods, put things before him? Guess what? The Lord will give you up to that shit and see if that shit protects you in the day of judgment, in the day of wrath. You got anything else, man?
Yeah, man, you know, so simply being put, you know, as you're going into it, man, you know, you got these certain things, you know, Jake are indulging into, man. Our people are just indulging into it heavy, man. And you got to wake up out of that, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, the Lord's about to bring great death and destruction, sword, plagues, famine, and death, man. And this is all going to accumulate up here in America. You're going to see this in your timeline, man.
That's right.
All right? But that's all I have to say.
All right, man. We truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. Akim and YAHAWAH for listening to truth and sincerity. So next time, we're going to give all glory, honor, and praises unto
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Shalom. Once again, double
Shalom.
honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.